What's the good word, y'all? It's your boy DKB here. We dipped into the running back pool twice in the 2024 NFL draft class, taking Braylon Allen in the fourth. We went back and took Isaiah Davis out of South Dakota State University in the fifth with the 38th pick. Isaiah Davis may actually be the running back that I like more out of this draft class. The more I looked into him, there was a lot to like, and I think that's kind of the theme for this draft class, right? Obviously, we need to get them to prove things on the field, but Isaiah Davis comes in a little bit more pro-ready, in my opinion, than a guy like Braylon Allen, and offers a little bit more than potentially Braylon Allen does in the receiving game. So getting into it with him, 6 foot, 218 pounds, right? So he's another guy that's rocked up. If you look at him and Braylon Allen together, Braylon Allen is obviously winning that competition, but Isaiah Davis actually plays to his size, if not bigger, right? If you gave him Braylon's dimensions, I would think without question you're talking about a running back that could have went in the first or second round. So that tenacity, that physical mindset, he definitely plays to it. He didn't have any recruiting rating actually going into college, also playing linebacker in high school in addition to him being a running back, but he's racked up a ton of accolades. The thing that I think I enjoy the most about his game is throughout every stop of his career, high school, college, and hopefully now in the NFL, he's been one of the most efficient runners, right? This isn't just a guy that needs to grind it out throughout the game. He gets it going early, and it stays that way over the course of 4 quarters. Team MVP, Adam Timmerman Award, which was for the team's top offensive player, a team captain in 2023, all elements of definitely a later round draft pick that Joe Douglas would love. He has the potential to be a third round running back, which you can't say the same thing for Allen. The biggest piece to him is really going to be improving his pass blocking ability. But outside of that, you take a look at what he did in high school. A senior during his time in Joplin, he rushed for over 2,000 yards, had 45 touchdowns, all of this on 253 carries. It earned him the Gatorade Player of the Year for that tremendous accolade. It's one of the most efficient running careers in all of college football, right? 2023, 15 games played, 236 rushing attempts, 1,578 rushing yards. He added in 18 touchdowns, and for good measure, took 23 catches for 199 yards and another touchdown. What I love about him and his running style is just the preciseness, right? He is not a guy that's trying to moonlight as somebody that can run away from a bunch of people. He wants you to prove that you can bring him down, and that's something I can respect, all day. Runs to his size, has soft feet for his size, so even though he doesn't have the burst or the explosiveness, track speed, anything like that to really go the distance consistently, he's still a guy that you can see moving around more with more, I guess, nimbleness than you'd expect. He's going to allow his blocks to develop. So another thing that you'll see on tape is that he's very patient, whether he's running to the outside or running inside. He's not really going to miss opportunities for anything to open up because he's jumping the ball on which hole he wants to attack. Grinds his feet to avoid stalling out, so he's going to, gain a lot of those hidden yardage as well, as we like to say. Can vary his running path with ease, so he doesn't have a ton of athleticism. He doesn't have elite change of direction ability or anything like that, but you can see where maybe he plans to hit one hole, another one opens up that may produce a better outcome, and he can change on the dime and get that done. It's pretty interesting to check out. An adequate pass catcher. I don't think he'll blow anybody away with it, but it is significant enough to factor him in as a threat there. He can have a pretty solid route tree coming out of the backfield. Elite in 2 key areas. One is being able to read the first and second level of the defense. The second part is the elite contact balance. I mean, absolutely nobody is generally bringing this man down on the first attempt, and there's multiple. I mean, his highlight reel could literally just be him carrying bodies on top of bodies with them, sometimes breaking those off for huge gains, but generally being able to carry those guys for an extra 3, 5, 7 yards on many occasions. All of his drawbacks realistically are going to be either due to athleticism or it'll be to something where, and I don't know if this was a deficiency in this game or something South Dakota just didn't ask him to do, but he didn't receive much pass blocking work really at any point during his college career. He's not going to be able to take many long runs to the house. His running style, it just depends on what you prefer, right? So it'll be interesting to see what Tony Deuce try to get out of him. He has that patience, which I think is a plus in his game. But in the same token, you can say that he just needs to pick a hole and go and get the dirty work done. And then his speed doesn't really allow him to hit many outside runs for the big plays that you'd expect, especially in a system like ours. It seems like he's kind of sought that out at certain points during his career. So I don't know if that'll be a trend that continues. You love to see more inside tackle work, which was where he seems to excel in an elite fashion. But there is a comp I feel pretty good about with a guy like him, and we've seen them have some consistent success for a while, at least until the age factor, and then of course the workhorse like fashion, wear and tear caught up to him. Jordan Howard was a guy that made quite a few plays in the league, and if I want to say the Bears is the name that I'm calling it with, I can be wrong, but Craig Reynolds is another comparison that fits very well here. But again, to be honest, this is the running back right here, right now. If I had to say, I feel better about finding a role early on and maybe being able to produce out of him and Braylon Allen, and maybe even for the long term. We'll see how that plays out. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you love more between the two running backs? And was there anything that surprised you about Isaiah Davis here? I'll catch you guys again. Peace.